Afternoon all, Chief Prepper here. So I thought I would show this. I'm doing the first small fire in the wood burning stove. I did have the AC on out here during the day. So I got to adjust it a little bit, or adjust the pipe. I don't know which, because it's going up crooked. But it's drafting, it's burning. I was having a problem with it not wanting to burn, so I dug out the directions and looked, and then I also verified that the pipe is not clogged. The pipe is not clogged. So on these wood burning stoves, sometimes you have to get it heated and going so that it will draft right. So we will see what happens. Also, I think I might need to have a small fire grate made. I'm not sure yet. I'm pretty sure they say not to use one, but like right now, it's not out, but it's acting like it doesn't want to burn. So, but it is what it is. It's a learning lesson, but I thought I'd give you that update. I got the door more sealed. I got to get another piece of angle iron and cut it and then drill it and fit it, and then the door will be a lot more airtight than it was. It's never going to be airtight because there's gaps around the hinges, and then there's going to be small gaps here and there. But the problem with that door not being airtight is that the wind actually comes and hits that door and from the north. So when it's bitterly cold, the wind blows in here and we get a little draft. So the other wood burning stove I had drafted a lot better than this one. So, but we'll see. I mean, it's a thing, it's a learning curve. So I can tell you I am a fan of wood heat versus anything else, only because with my dad here, I burned more fire last year than normal. And then I also plugged in a space heater on days where I didn't burn the fireplace, and we had a higher electricity bill, like $60 higher for the month than normal. And then I also burn tea lights, the tea candles. So I think I might show you one other thing, something I did last week. Maybe. See where I left it at. Maybe. Yeah. So this hammerhead, the metal part, is at least 2 decades old, maybe 3. It is a cabinet maker's claw hammer. So it's not heavy, it's not a roofing hammer, so it's designed to do small stuff. And if you don't know this trick right here, see how that's nice and shiny? That was not nice and shiny before. You take either an orbital sander with fine grit sandpaper and you hit that. When your hammer is hitting, when you're trying to put in nails and it's like banging off real bad, or like it acts like you're missing, take sandpaper to your hammer head, and then it makes it a lot better. So, and then I still have to get a candle with hot wax and pour that in there, and then this will be completely done. So these things come with like if you look right there, the shiny part, I didn't get that off, but you get it where it's natural wood. If you use these kind of tools, the hammer feels a lot better in your hand. So just thought I'd show you that. That's a skill that you're going to need, and if you have hammers around your house, stock up on the handles, because if things go sideways, you can't even really say anything anymore, because every time we turn around something's getting worse. So, but if you have a couple handles laying around, and just say if you're using a hammer and you break the handle, because wood handles will break, and as long as you have access to a drill of some kind, whether it be power or a manual crank, you can drill out what's in the head of the hammer and then put the new handle in, and you're, basically cooking with Crisco again. Versus, the biggest thing that I've seen is natural disasters or whatever, lack of tools, lack of food, lack of water, lack of shelter, lack of security, and you're sucking hind titties. So have a stockpile of screws laying around, nails. I got a compressor, I got a nail gun, so if I need to, I can build some shit fairly quick as long as I have the materials. So, but I just wanted to let you know I'm doing the first small fire, the test burn on the stove. So far it's going well. It is what it is. I'm also watching the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade, the prep, showing all the work that goes into the parade. It's on right now. So keep prepping, folks. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's crazy. So information is knowledge and power. Live a little, prep a lot. Oh, one last thing. I looked at the RV today. It looks, I'm leaning towards buying it because I have a plan. I'm really concerned, scared to death, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that I'm going to make investments to do something and then I'm not going to get to do it because the world is going to go shitty. But I can't live my life in fear and worry that I'm never going to get to do something I want to do. So this plan that I'm starting will start with buying of the RV, and then hopefully my big truck will go in next week, and I can get the final mechanical issue on that fixed. And once that's done, basically the rear brakes need to be done, the rear cylinder on the drum brakes, and then I already replaced the shoes or the pads on the front. But and then removing the EGR gas tubes and that whole rigmarole, and then plugging the head. Once that's done, then the engine should be cooking with Crisco, so to speak. So before I got it, they already did a catalytic converter delete, so it's not an issue. Anyway, the RV is going to need some work, kind of like the truck, but not as much. It's got a problem with the generator. It needs a new battery, and then the air conditioning cover on the front air conditioner is broken. The air conditioner does work. The bump outs work. The leveling system works. It does have a water leak. I think it's coming from the bathroom, that or the roof, but leaks can be fixed. So everything can be fixed. It's just a matter of whether or not you want to spend the money. So the price on this particular Class A motorhome, it's a Coachman 2011 Mirada, M-I-R-A-D-A, 31DF. So it's got 2 slide outs. And then I'll have to go through it more than I did today. Today it was just demonstrate the leveling, demonstrate the bump outs, checked all the lights. He turned on the AC. I am going to need to check the heat, and then work on the generator. I offered him, he was asking 19.8. I offered him 19, which replacing the battery and replacing the air conditioner cover. So it does have a cracked windshield, but it doesn't affect the vision of the driver. And it's got low miles. For 2011, it's a 2-owner RV, and it's only got 31,000 miles on it, and it's a Ford V10. So can be an issue or not, don't know. So it's one of those things, it's a money pit. You buy it, you get it going, and then you can drive it kind of like an old truck until it breaks. So, but the plan is, if I move, me and the wife are going to need a place to live, and this particular Class A RV, I think, is the minimum amount of space that I would want to actually live in an RV. Realizing it'll be 6 months to a year if we move, when we move, once we get there, before we can afford to buy a house. So, and that is roughly 1.5 to 2.5, maybe 3 years from now. So that's what I'm talking about when I say think about your decisions. Think about the offshoot consequences of those decisions, and then like, okay, do I need this right now? No, but it's really cheap. Anything else is bigger between or smaller at 29 foot with the Ford van type RVs, or bigger with the 34 to 38 big RVs that cost a fortune, like really like between 55 and 150 to 300 to 500,000. So buy something on a little old, not too used up. It is showing a little bit of wear on the inside, but that's part of life. And then, you know, spend a little less money, work a little harder on it, or pay someone to work on it, and then get it tip-top shape, and then go cross country in it. So, and then live in it ultimately for a little while. Anyway, information is knowledge and power. Live a little, prep a lot, share love. G Prepper out.